So let's talk about the Magic. The Magic, I've been looking at their situation recently. And the reason why I've been looking at it is because I just want to talk about Paolo and what does he mean for this team, especially in the up and coming, years. I want to talk about Paolo because I just believe that Paolo's a generational talent. He has been in the league for one season now. But from what I saw from him, he looked like a young LeBron, right? He was a kid who came into the league, number one overall pick. He had the body and the tendencies to be in the NBA, right? Because this kid wants to be a superstar. You could tell that he wants the ball, he wants to make everything happen. But apart from having the tendencies and also having, the body, what I noticed is that he is confident, right? Like Paulo went on this run in the second half of the season where he shot like 0 for 30 from three in the span of like 2 months, right? And in my opinion, when you look at that, you go, oh, that's trash. Oh, that's not good. Why did he do that? But really, what I'm thinking about, right, is, oh, he kept shooting them, right? And in my opinion, this is where it really comes in, right? He had a career high of 33 points, career high of 16 rebounds. He got 9 assists as his career high. And this was in one season. In my opinion, Paulo is phenomenal. For his rookie year, he averaged, wait, let me look for it. He averaged 20 points, right? 4 assists, and basically 7 rebounds. And in my opinion, when you look at these numbers, you're just like, he's insane, right? He did this while averaging 42% from the field and 30% from three. And by the way, I just want to say that even though he was very efficient from 2 point range, like he shot 47% from it, he did like mess up his efficiency with those threes and that percentage. He shot 70% from the free throw. And honestly, this looks like a regular rookie class run. And I just wanted to talk about the Magic in general. The Magic look good. In my opinion, they do. They have it figured out in terms of that they have too much of everything and it's working out for them. And in my opinion, a lot of people are going to say, what do you mean? Like, they have too many guards. They have Jalen Suggs, they have Cole Anthony, they have Markelle Fultz. But it's good that they have this access because, they can because then they have leisure, right? They're not relying on one guard like Jalen Suggs to develop into an all NBA type player, but neither are you going to be stuck in purgatory when none of your guards make sense because you could always get more. And like the Magic look awesome. The Magic look awesome with Paolo, Banchero, Franz, Wagner, and really the rest of the lineup which they have, which consists of Wendell Carter. They have Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, whoever you want to put in there, honestly. And in my opinion, they are really good. The Orlando Magic have figured out what they want to do for the future. They have a bunch of young guys who are growing together, and they found their two franchise cornerstones in Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero. And now it's just up to them to build through the draft and maybe get a point guard for the team, or maybe trade for one and hope you could do it. I like Orlando. They sit comfortably in their in their little corner of the league, and they just in this year's draft they drafted Anthony Black and Jed Howard, right? And in my opinion, we could see that being positives for them as they keep going, into the future, right? In my opinion, we need to look at the Orlando Magic and go, congratulations, because they found what they have done when most people have not done yet, and that is be able to find a generational player and put enough pieces around me, around them, to make it happen. I like Paulo. I like what he can do. And he's been really good for this team, right? So now let's talk about the future of the Magic. Because as much as the Magic are an underrated team, we also need to talk about what is their future. Like we've seen the Magic getting number one picks before. Dwight Howard, Shaquille O'Neal, and they've all been good. You know, let me see, but what we really need to do is appreciate Paulo Banchero. And I'm saying this because as the future starts to unroll, in my opinion, right, Paulo Banchero is going to be a generational superstar. Like his first season looked like LeBron's first season. He looks like he's figuring the NBA out, and he doesn't like even if his body doesn't change for the rest of his career, he has enough size and enough, mind to make something happen on the court, right? Even if he just becomes dominant in the post, even if he can never shoot and just develops a solid mid range, right? Like his floor looks like Bam Adebayo, a guy who could just be a paint beast who can defend. And if this guy's Bam Adebayo, then that's great. But his ceiling is like Dwight Howard, extremely dominant, hitting, playing defense. And in my opinion, what we really need to look at with Paulo is how is he going to develop from now to the future. The shot is obviously a big thing for him. He needs to start shooting well, and the post moves are also another big thing, especially in the modern NBA. And lastly, apart from all of this, we also need to talk about his confidence and his ability to be able to run a team. He already has his secondary star in Franz Wagner, right? And he already has a lot of people in Orlando excited about his future. But how is he going to respond to this in terms of what player is he going to become to? Because when LeBron got given a team, he got given his co-stars, he got given that franchise, he became more of a passer, right? And it helped since it made his team also be able to, get the ball when even though he had it, and it helped with the fluidity. My question for Paulo is how is he going to turn out as a player? Is he going to be the Kobe type who just scores and it's like lead through example? Is he going to be the Jordan type, which is just I'm going to do everything in my power to win? Yet if that's through me, if that's through you guys, I don't know, but I'm winning. I'm winning. And or is he going to be like Shaq, which is I'm just going to win through being dominant? I don't know how his career is gonna pan out, but Paolo Banchero is going to be a special player. I've looked at his rookie season and it looks like LeBron's. He is a player who is extremely confident, and he just got given the keys to a franchise which was in purgatory before him. So, in my opinion, we are in for a special season next season by Paolo Banchero. He has all the tools, everything that you need to be a phenomenal player. And in my opinion, if he keeps going like he's going, he'll be a generational talent. I really like Paolo Banchero. I like his game. And I like his work ethic mixed in with the skills that he already has. So in my opinion, now we need to just look at Paolo Banchero, sit back, and be like, okay, let this kid do what he's gonna do, and us watch what that is. If that's good, if that's bad, we won't know until we see it. But I have a lot of hope in this kid, and that he'll actually do good. And shout out to the Orlando Magic for picking him over Jabari Smith. And by the way, that's no. I'm not throwing shade to Jabari. I'm just saying like he was the number one overall draft pick that year.